Hey guys, welcome to today's video. We're going to be breaking down Robert Saleh to the New York Jets and why I love Robert Saleh in New York. Before we get started, please drop a like and a sub. It would really help my channel grow. I'd really appreciate it. And with that said, I hope you enjoyed the video and let's dive right into it. So pretty recent news here. The New York Jets just decided to hire Robert Saleh as their new head coach. And this is massive news. As you can see here, this is the ESPN article here. And basically, the Jets decided to go after him and get him. And this just comes after Jacksonville Jags decided to hire Urban Meyer. So I'm pretty much expecting the head coach race and all these head coaches are pretty much going to find some homes pretty quickly. And as you can see, there were plenty of competition for Saleh, who received interview requests from 6 or 7 teams in the NFL head coaching market. Obviously, he was probably favored to go to the Lions. He talked with other teams too, but Saleh ends up deciding to go to the New York Jets. And I think this is a great fit for Saleh and for the New York Jets. So for starters, he's got a very high first-round draft pick, and he can decide what he wants to do with that. Obviously, he's a defensive mind, and he's, a year coming off of a Super Bowl run where he coached one of the best defenses in the NFL that held Patrick Mahomes and the Chiefs 3 out of 4 quarters of a very good Super Bowl game to below average for them. So, Saleh is a great defensive coach, but for me, it starts with the new mentality and the new ideas that they want to come into place and the new culture in New York. And obviously with Adam Gase was not the guy for them in New York. He only led them to a 9-23 start in his games there, and he just did not have the right culture. He couldn't get it going. Didn't have the locker room around him. But a guy like Robert Saleh is a great locker room guy, and I want to point out a guy maybe like Brian Flores. So Brian Flores was a defensive coordinator in New England, not a defensive coordinator, but he was a defensive coach in New England, and his culture and the culture he learned and the winning culture he brought from New England went to Miami. And you see the Dolphins now have a very bright future with the guys that they have and the winning season they just came off of, even though they didn't make the playoffs. And I think Robert Saleh could be a very similar player. Coming from Shanahan in San Francisco, winning culture, a winning team, a team that made the Super Bowl only a year ago. They struggled with injuries this year, but overall they were a good team, and Robert Saleh was a great defensive coach, and he knows the culture, and he knows the culture that he needs to implement in New York. So I think this is a great job for the Jets. They got a winning culture coach like Robert Saleh, a guy who's made the Super Bowl, a guy who's coached an elite defense before, and I think he brings a lot to this New York Jets team. He brings great coaching. As I said, he's a great defensive coordinator. I think he was a great defensive coordinator for the San Francisco 49ers. I think he's going to be a great defensive mind for the New York Jets, but more importantly, he's got the freedom to do what he wants with those picks. He's got the 2nd overall pick. Will he go quarterback? Does he trust Sam Darnold? What is he going to do there? I think he probably will go with a quarterback. Will it be Justin Fields? Will it be Zach Wilson? He is going to be able to do what he wants in New York. And him and Joe Douglas, I think they're going to work really well together. And overall, I just love this Robert Saleh signing. This hiring from the New York Jets. I think this is the right move. I think he was the best available head coach candidate by far. His ability to lead, from what I've heard from guys in the San Francisco 49ers locker room, they love Robert Saleh. And I think Robert Saleh will be a great addition to this 49ers team. To this Jets team. I think he's going to be a great fit in this Jets organization. He's really going to shift that culture. He's got a lot of draft capital, a lot of cap space to do what he wants, and he comes from a winning culture, and that's what it's all about. That's what's important. And I think those things, those elements combined together are really going to make him very successful in New York. And I think this is a great job by the New York Jets. They've also got some good defensive talent on that roster, and they're a very young defense. And obviously Marcus May came off a huge season, really good for him. If they've got some talent on that Jets defense that Robert Saleh can really play with, and then you add some maybe a franchise quarterback this offseason, some wide receiver help, and then you got the Robert Saleh culture. And in 2 or 3 years, I would not be surprised if this Jets team was knocking on the door to the playoffs. Similarly, like what the Miami Dolphins did, they rebuilt, they got a new coach, they added some players, added a new quarterback. And then now they're in the playoff conversation moving forward in the next few seasons. And I think the Jets got the right coach for the job. So really good job by them. Good job by the New York Jets here. Getting Robert Saleh, I think he'll be a great fit in New York. And with that said, that's pretty much going to end the video for today. Did you agree with my analysis? Why or why not? Leave your comments in the comment section down below. I'd love to hear what you guys have to say. Also, if you're new around here, please drop a like and a sub. I would really appreciate it. It would help my channel grow. That said, I hope you enjoyed the video. And until next time, see ya.